Hey everybody, this is Glidercat and it's time to play. I'm doing a little bit of terraforming here before we get started. We're going to pick up where we left off. We are playing Techtonica and we are making some progress here. We are pursuing, what do we need? 2,000 filter inserters. So that's kind of what we're making, and we're trying to set up the factory in a way that we can reuse our setup. We're kind of scrapping the old improvised quick factory that we set up earlier, and we're doing something a little more industrial scale here. We've got a couple things set up already. We've got 2 mines kicking out iron ore. They go into the central storage, and then they get divided between 2 smelters, and then there's a cache of iron ingots in each one of those storages. And then we kick out here and produce iron components. And then it's the same thing over on this side. So we've got more iron components. Let's top off our mining drills and top off our smelter. This one I don't think is even running right now. How about the smelters, and then we'll get on with doing the machine part, or what were those? I think it's machine parts. We'll take a look here in a second. Boom. What we're trying to produce are filter inserters. That is this guy here. It requires fast inserters. You can see on the bottom left. And fast inserters require inserters. And inserters require the iron components, which we're making already. And now we need to do the mechanical components. Mechanical components take copper. Copper and iron components. We just need to bring copper ingots over this way, and then we are going to assemble those mechanical components and store those off. Let's do it. We can repurpose this belt here. Let's do that. Let's see. Let's get rid of this guy floating here. I can get it with the mouse. There we go. And let's think this through. We're going to want another assembler. I'm going to scrap one of the ones we have over here. And I think we'll probably just be using one of these. I'm not certain. We can always move it later. How about... looking at how we've lined it up, about right there. This one's going to be making mechanical components. Boom. It's going to take in some of these, and it's going to take in copper. How do we want to do this? For now, we're just going to bring that copper belt all the way across, and then we'll see, well, is there a cleaner way? We don't have any copper deposits right nearby, do we? I don't think there's anything in here. So we're probably going to need to tap into the copper down there, at least for now. Let's do that. Let's just run a belt. I've been kind of standardizing on the fast inserters everywhere, unless we need a filter. I'm not using the plain inserters. Okay, that's our path in, and then belt. We're gonna hop this one.
300 conveyor belts.
Boom, we're gonna scrap this. There we go, there's our copper. Let's scrap some of this here. Clean up this mess as we go. I've got a couple floor tiles here I didn't mean to. Blink. I thought there was one back here I took out. Blink. These little inserters can go too. right, that's copper going in. Let's do the iron parts. All right, now we should be getting machine parts. More flooring, and then let's do a little more terraforming too. Kind of want to build vertical. I'm not sure where we're going to get the opportunity to do that as far as the factory goes. We've already put some hand cranks up on a platform. But I'm thinking for scaling other things. Oh yeah, and in the distance here, if you look off to the center right, I kind of uncovered a little bit of stuff here. This was, I think, where we were trying to drill in. Remember we were trying to drill into that room? We saw it kind of encased in concrete. There's some iron here we could tap into. Cool. Anyway, that structure looks like there might be a little way in over here. We'll try it in a second. Let me do a little more terraforming to create some space for us. Try to chip away at this task a little at a time. Okay, we're overheated. I can't get anywhere in here from what I can tell, but what I can do, it looks like I can take these. Oh no, I didn't do it. I tried it right between episodes. I just noticed I could highlight and go into deconstruct mode, and I waited to get on camera here so we could share the experience, but it looks like those are fixed. We can't take those out. I thought maybe we're going to be able to sneak into that room in the old factory. But it looks like that's all locked down. Oh well, we're gonna have to work around that space for a factory. It may not get in our way. It's actually not in a bad spot. All right, more work floor. Let's do it. Don't need this. I'm doing this mostly just for looks. We may need it for the. We may actually need it for the assemblers. Because these. Do these guys take power? I thought they did. Maybe not. All right. Where are we at? Okay, we've got our mechanical parts. We just need to put those into storage. I think we'll just continue the pattern here. And pop those into storage. I was just looking to see which port I usually use. It's the one closest to me on this side. Let's do it. All right, now we got machine parts. We could monitor this and see how fast it goes. We might be able to scale this up. Just take a look, a gander, and see if we can eyeball it. We're getting 4 per cycle. And let's... I guess we'll see if this keeps climbing up. Let's just watch this for about 5 more seconds. All right, it is climbing up. I think we can go with 1 more. So that would mean a slightly different path for our belt. Let's put in 1 more assembler here. So we're going to change our design a little bit. Boom, 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 boom. Back that out of there. We're going to end up running a belt down the middle. In fact, it doesn't have to go far down the middle. And let's scavenge another assembler over here. And pop this guy down. this guy recipe, mechanical parts. And we got to do a little bit of belt weaving. Take product out of there. We can put it in. I'm trying to put it there. Let's see how the belts, if they cooperate. Oops, wrong way. Okay. Why are you doing that? There we go. That's kind of what I want. Now I need this guy. Need you to curve this way. All right, there you go. Oh, not quite. You can see what I want to do. Are you going to help me do it? Need you to come straight through and then rotate the other way. Boom. And then we need an inserter here. Now, I probably could have put a storage here with copper, and then just use the two output ports as well, and then we would have had a little bit of a buffer. That's a change we can make at a later date. This one, let's jump this out. We'll just combine with this belt. That'll save us an inserter. I don't think we need it. And some space. Alright, now we're cooking with grease. We've got mechanical parts kicking out. Just want to check this for a second. See if this stays high or climbs or stays the same or decreases. It looks like we're almost at equilibrium, right? It's maybe climbing a tad, yeah. Super slow climbing, but I think we're good there. Let's go look at the recipes again. Again, we're working from the filter inserter. Takes a fast inserter. That takes a regular inserter. So now we need to actually make these regular inserters. And we need iron components and mechanical components. And then we can make inserters out of those. And that's going to be an ingredient for more construction. So. What we could do... This number is still climbing, right? Slowly? I'm wondering if we can use these parts. Let's look at that recipe one more time for the regular inserter. Is it mechanical parts and the iron parts for a regular inserter? Iron components and mechanical components. We might be able to tap into this same supply. Yeah, because that's still climbing. Let's try it. Now, can I do a splitter? That's the only thing I haven't seen. I can always use an inserter to pull off this same belt and just create another belt. What we want to do... Let's think about this for a minute. I'm going to do a little bit of terraforming. Level this area off. So we've got room over here. We could pull these parts. Again, that is climbing, so we do have a little surplus. And pull from there into a machine here. Let's go grab another assembler. Got a bunch from here. I didn't realize how many I actually had made. Boom. Take that. This one, I think what we'll do, we'll leave room to have two. So I'm going to put this one snug up next to here, for this inserter, or that assembler. And then I'll leave some space to run a belt in between, and then we'll have room for another assembler, both making the inserters. We'll see if we need that much. Need to, I'm not sure yet. So this one goes snug up next to that one as close as we can get it. And that is as close as we can get it. It's going to build us the basic inserters. And then I want to run a belt down the middle here. Something like this. Let's see. We got two inputs though, right? Two inputs. Okay, this can be our... This could be our output belt. Let's just plop a belt down here. That's going to be output. And then we need inputs. We want to do those. I kind of want to go here a little further. And then something like this. Inserter here. Using fast inserters, probably don't need to, but I'm gonna. That's our input. We need an output. Let's pull parts here. Okay, input of iron parts, output of inserters, and now we need an input of mechanical parts to complete the recipe. I'm going to weave this around just in case we want to scale this up to 2. We may not need to do that. That output belt's fine. I actually don't need to hop anything, I don't think. Boom. Made a mistake there. That belt meant to place an inserter. Need to make more of. That is what was intended there. Now we need a home for the inserters. I guess we could just put storage right here. And then maybe expand that way. We'll see. Let's put storage down and start collecting these up. I'm going to use that spot for my inserter. Let's go craft more of those. Let's see. These are the regular ones. These are the fast ones. Right click a few times. All right, that is that, and then this is just available in case we want to scale out and put another one here. We could do it. Let's leave it for later in case we need to. Let's go look at our little recipe again. For some reason I just go to this guy for that. Okay, we got our insert. Okay, work back from filter inserters. We need fast inserters. Fast inserters require the inserters we're making now plus electric components. what's electric components going to take. That's this guy. Oh man, plant matter. Plant matter fiber. How do we make that? Make it out of plant matter. That kind of makes sense. Plant matter and copper ingots. Plant matter. Where do we have that? Is it? We just built our plant matter factory. Is that over near the other area? I think it is. I think that's in our other factory. Let's see. This is dead end. Let's go to the other factory and see about creating plant matter, and then maybe just routing routing that plant matter fabric or whatever it was. This stuff. Plant matter fiber. 3 plant matter 1 second. Alright, let's see. That's a long way to belt. I don't want to move that whole plant matter factory though. Our first challenge. We could have placed this plant matter factory anywhere too. Let's see what we got. That's not the right output. It's over here. Okay, we've got a good amount. We've got room to belt that out too. What do we want to do with that? We have a very long belt run to get that to the other factory, but we might have to do it. Let's take a look real quick at the recipes again. Anything else? Okay, we get biobrick. Excellent fuel source. I imagine this is better than putting just the plant matter in our burners. We should probably be making this. We've got plenty of limestone. Anything else made out of plants? Wonder if we can safely convert it over to these two items. Everything we get. Not these two items, but this item and this one down here. Limestone. I would have to hand feed. So yeah, I'm thinking right now of converting all of our plant matter that we're producing, all the stuff in here, and splitting this into 2 different products. If I can make it work, I guess I can just pull 2 inserters off of the same belt. Have one of them build the plant matter fiber, and have another one build the like those biomass brick things. And that might extend the life of our plant matter that we're using for the drills and things and the smelters. Might make it so we don't have to refill them quite as fast. I'm not sure. Very similar to Satisfactory, how you kind of process the biomass. Just need some space over here. And I'm kind of thinking while I'm doing this. I would kind of want to keep up with the full output of these things. Eventually we're going to get more seeds and we'll get a little more production out of this, I think. Wish I could get rid of that rock. We got to build over it in order to get rid of it. Alright, let's see. Let's put down some flooring here. Looks like I have a little drilling to do. Terraforming, that can go. Let's see if I can get rid of this grass just by building over it. Looks like we can. Oops. So we'll have to keep that in mind before we build. Maybe we can clear off some of the surplus grass that didn't get cleared. We've got a couple other areas in the factory that have that kind of poking through. All right, this looks good. We want to process this thing into 2 belts, I believe. Now I'm just thinking through the scalability on this side. If I wanted to scale up, I could do another row here. So maybe we'll reserve that space and we'll try and stay to the right of this belt. Hey, did that grass not go away, or is this new grass? How do we want to do it? Let's get a fast inserter and we'll just start building and see how things end up. That's you. And I want you to place on a belt. Yeah, I guess the belt does need to go that direction. But what I'm really going to do is split that output. I don't know how reliable this split's going to be, but we're going to try it. I don't think there's a splitter. Let's before we do this, let's just experiment and see if we get an automatic splitter. So I'm going to do a belt like that, and then I'm going to run one here into this, and we can see right there it doesn't split, right? And I don't believe there's a way to do it. Let's just double check in the crafting menu, make sure there's nothing that stands out as like a splitter. We could always use a huge container again, right? That would get us 2 ports. But the kind of the path I was on was just using inserters here. Let's see how that works. So fast inserter there, fast inserter there. See how that effectively kind of splits that belt. And then this plant matter on the far left, as we're looking at it, that one I want to turn into the stuff we need over at the other factory. I'm always going to forget the names of these things. The plant fiber. Plant matter fiber. I'm guessing this just takes an assembler. Everything seems to. Let's do that. Let's grab an assembler. Get one crafted up here. Take a second. Do we have our junk bins over here, or is that... That's at the other location. I was thinking about putting junk back behind this thing. Alright, I'm just waiting for things to craft. Looks like we've got the assembler. 1 or 2. How do we want to do this? Bear with me. Kind of thinking. I want to have a scalable design where I can have multiple assemblers converting plant matter into that plant matter fabric. I don't know how fast it's going to work. And so I need room for an output belt. So let's pop it like... Sorry, bear with me. Let's pop it right there. I think that's where I want it. It's gonna be tight. It's all right. We can make it work. I think we can make this work. So let me show you what I want to do. Input this belt. I guess I could run this straight. Let's do that. Originally, I was going to have this side be the output side. So we output the plant matter fabric and then run a belt straight down here or turn this way and go all the way down to the other factory where we need that plant matter fiber. But I think it might be a little easier being that our input's over here. I'll just run the output belt along this side. So let's make this the input belt. And we're going to scale this so we can do at least 2. They can sit right next to each other. 2 assemblers I'm talking about. So let's place inserters here. Wrong button. Boom. Set the recipe, plant matter fiber. Oh, what else do you need? Okay, he's working. Good. And then a belt here for output. Do we want to buffer it? Do we want to buffer that output? How long does it take? Oh, it's not very fast, is it? Not very fast. Output is full. Okay. It's going to be our output belt. But we're going to need more of these, I think. Let's pop another assembler down. And inserters. Can't walk between the machines. And pick a recipe, plant matter fiber. These fast inserters? Yeah, they are. They don't look super fast, but they're doing it. Should we do one more? Kind of thinking we should. This seems like it's going to be slow. Let's do one more. I need to... No, I've got it. I've got it on hand. Let's do one more. Boom. And walk between them. 7. Bam. Bam. You might not have enough plant matter to actually make this work with 3. Right, unless I can find a way to output out of this hopper a little faster. I don't have any more ports. And it's going to be shared. Will this one ever get plant matter to process? It's not looking good. And where are all these products going? I thought these could only hold like 2. Oh, they've got a decent size input inventory, maybe? Okay, now this one's getting triggered. I'm going to leave this, even though this machine is unlikely to trigger once we're all set up, I'm still going to leave it there just in case there's some upgrades or something that allow us higher throughput with our inserters or something. Maybe there's a tech upgrade for that. All right, that is our plant matter. I want to, while we're here, set up a line with this material, more plant material, and convert that over to what we want, which is the, you know, the higher energy fuel, I'm guessing. That's what that is. Let's take a look. Intermediaries. This stuff here, biobrick, plant matter, and limestone. Way to get rid of our limestone too. And maybe we just do one assembler for this. I'm just looking for limestone. I'm gonna need a hopper full of limestone. Maybe. Let's see. Let's get the assembler down. Do I have them still? Yep. That might do it. One more belt. Get the plant matter into the factory or into the machine. Okay. Got our recipe. It's going to be this stuff. Biobrick. And then we want another input. Is there room to put a hopper here? Or is it just going to be a big mess? That's a little tight. I need to get through here, right? So let's... How do I want to do this? Let's put the hopper over here. I'm going to call it a hopper storage container. That won't work, right? Let me just try it. Pretty sure it doesn't work. Did we try this before? Or does it work? Maybe it does. Yeah, it does work. Alright, good. Yeah, some machines we can't seem to put close enough together to make this work, but these guys are snuggled up. So no need to have a belt in between. We need to fill this guy up with limestone when we get a chance. And then the output. How about the output just... goes into another hopper right here. Storage container. Right. Those don't really need to be nice. Well, that's fine. Let's not. Let's do it like this, just in case we need to pull stuff out of here on a belt. You... over to you. Okay, now we've got that kind of biomass stuff. I forgot what we call that in Satisfactory, what that was called. Kind of slow to produce, but not a big deal. I'm not too worried about this scaling up. I kind of want to bias the plants to go towards this area so we get that plant fiber. All right, now we need to run a mega belt. Let's do that next episode, though. Let's wrap this one here. So what did we get done? We got a fair amount done. We finished the mechanical components, right? The copper and the iron parts. And we've got level 1 inserters done. And now we're trying to get the fast inserters, and that requires this plant matter fabric. So we've got that being produced. We noted we've got one extra assembler here, probably that may never get used. We'll see. And then while we're over here messing with the plant matter, we decided to try and convert it to some biomass. Or whatever we call it. Let's see, bio bricks. And that's supposed to be a more efficient fuel source. So we'll see. Hopefully this is enough production to keep up with our mines and things. Let's grab a bit. Our mining drills, I should say. Do we have any mining going on over here? We don't. Let's go. Nah, we'll try this out next episode. We'll throw this in one of the mining drills and see if we notice any difference. For now, this is Glidercat signing off, saying thanks so much for watching. Super sincere thank you to Glidercat patrons and channel members. They are the ones that keep this channel alive, and I really, really appreciate their support. If you'd like to join that small but very appreciated group of people who are supporting the channel, There's links to do so in the description, or you can tap that thanks button for a one-time contribution to the channel and the content I work to create here for you. Hope you're enjoying this series, and I'll see you in the next episode.